Let's see, did I already read this book? No, I don't think so. Sokolov's Technology in the New Age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil as they use as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsmen of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred, resulting in damage to property or bodily harm whenever one of these tanks has exploded. They seem to be trying to tell me that these tanks are very explosive, as if I can use them personally to attack others. Not that I would, since that would probably kill people if they're as explosive as seems to be said. Isn't this the other side of the wall that had this portal-like symbol on it? What is this? PIERO'S Door to Nowhere. The door to nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me, this project is an endless source of inspiration. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts, one that will allow a traveler to cover the distance from my workshop to some distant, arbitrary point in a single step. Currently, the step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time it will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away, to be sure, but if I survive this plague, I'm sure to succeed. Portal reference. Interesting. And the plague is almost like what Cave Johnson had to go through with his cancer. Interesting. Very interesting. Some nice hemlock essence.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Yeah. Sounds like a possible Bioshock reference. Bathysphere or something. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, a magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. I like the fact that they talk about a magnetic attractor here, because normally in games where things just get sucked into place, it's just like, oh, it's because it's meant to go there. But with this, they actually make a bit of an explanation as to why it would do that. That's an interesting way to do that. Anyway, once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the fuel tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. Interesting. Whale oil processing. Excerpt from The Founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boots. Boys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to the port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattest parts while it still lives. That's terrible. Whalers are cruel. Cruel, cruel people. What's this lever about? Oh, dispense an empty tank? Huh, that's cool. So I guess if you accidentally screw something up, like making this explode, you can get an empty tank as necessary. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 feet in length. I estimate that she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within I found a row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Awesome. Everyone seems to be rather mean to the whales, and for some reason the whales seem to have tentacles in their mouths. That's kind of weird. So these are a little bit different from regular whales, I guess. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero Joplin. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs, of course. And why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to the fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this. Despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but some day you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on new city watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers. Ah, that's what a weeper is, in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted for the 2-week training tour, pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir, at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. I sure would not want to be a dead counter. That sounds like an awful job. You have to get close to the people who have the plague, risk it for yourself. That just sounds like a very dangerous thing to put yourself through. Obviously, why they only give it to mid-grade and low-grade people. Alright, let's go place ourselves a whale oil thingy.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
Sure.
Just get it near the receptor. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally?
Sort of.
Lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Actually, he mainly just needs it because no one's giving him the money to do anything. But I will have a look at what you got. You got crossbow bolts, sleep bolts, bullets, spring razor. Trap that can be placed on nearly any surface. Well, while that sounds cool and all, I don't want to kill people. Grenades, rewire tool. Allows you to rewire circuitry and turn security systems to your advantage, consumed on use. Interesting. We got an upgrades here. Crossbow accuracy, range, reload. Faster reload. Combat sleep darts. Dart's sedative effect is immediate in combat. Sounds nice. I think I'm gonna take this, so I would like a fast reload. What else do you have? Spring razor, sword crossing. Makes the sword effective when locking blades. Well, hopefully I won't have to do that. Mask optics. Allows you to magnify your view. Press left on... Ooh, I like that. Give me. Bullet capacity, bolt capacity. Increases standard bolt capacity by 10. Well, I don't want standard bolts. Grenade capacity, spring razor capacity. Bone charms capacity. Enables 1 additional bone charm to be active. Huh. So I guess bone charms are some kind of special item that will help you in battle or something? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Let's see. I want to make sure that I get sleep bolts, because I'm going to need these. Okay, got 10 of those. I feel good about that. Crossbow accuracy, crossbow range. Bolts travel faster, further. Lowers dispersion and stabilizes crossbow aim. I like that. I think I'm gonna get the accuracy. Next, I would like to get the range. But I do not have any money at the moment, so I am tapped.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
I'd like to look around for a bit more.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Yeah, I wanted to check out some craftsman tutorial. What is this? Piero can craft and upgrade gear with the money you collect. Bringing collected blueprints to Piero will allow you to unlock new upgrades to buy. These services can be accessed by talking to Piero at any time. Awesome. So I guess we can find blueprints throughout this place. What I wanted to do was test out how this refilling station works, and then test out the explosive potential of this stuff. So you just shove it in and do that. Simple enough. Alright, let's see what the explosive potential of this is. And also, I better save before I do this because I don't want to accidentally kill someone. Alright, let's see here.
How did that happen?
Oh, you know, things happen. Dang. That's pretty dangerous. I'd like to, whoa! I might have killed Sam there if I didn't throw it far enough. Sorry, Sammy boy. I did not mean to do that to you. I would, however, like to see the explosive potential a little closer instead of throwing it over a wall.
By the outsider's eyes, stop it, Corvo.
Anyway, we'll be back in just a second. Okay, and we are back again. I like how those whale oil canisters kind of change color before they explode. It's kind of a nice little feature. I wish I could get up there, but sadly Corvo is no Altair. He can climb pretty well. I really like the climbing feature in this, but I wish I could climb a little bit better. Anyway, I'm going to head off to Corvo's bed because I've found as much as I feel I'm going to find at the moment. I'm certain there's more things that there could be found around here, but I don't feel like looking any longer. So, time to go to sleep on this really uncomfortable looking mattress. Whatever. Somewhere else? What's that about? It sounded like I got hit in the face or something. That was kind of weird. I have no idea. What the hell? This wall is boarded up. I don't think I'm at the same place. This is kind of odd. Okay, it just got weirder. Visit from the outsider, huh? Something's not right. Who the hell's the outsider? Damn right something's not right. Water's going up into the sky. That's kind of weird. This is a pretty awesome looking place, though. Huh. So this is kind of a dream world. I wonder if I can actually get anything here, you know, like steal stuff and keep it. There's probably nothing around here. That is quite a fall. Interesting. What is that? It's like a flag or something? Just like a ship floating around. This really reminds me of Alan Wake right now. Strong Alan Wake feeling from this area. Pretty interesting. Okay.
Hello, Corvo.
Hi.
Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come.